Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh. Good morning, everybody. Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya the Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Oh yeah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Gauranga. Time to freshen up. Good morning, Lolita. Thank you for coming and blessing you with your association. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda. Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Govinda Govinda, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Gauranga. Every day's a present. I love it, man. Every day some present comes. Don't have to wait once a year for Santa Claus. Those physical presents, it's too hard to manifest. These are, the Lord goes, there it is. When you got the right formula, right method. Present for Lalita Ganga today. Here we go. 2. Krishna. Yeah, oh yeah. Let's do some this kind of japa here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Circle back to that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thanks for using.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Vrindavan Sevardavadas Kavi Shri Chaitanya Mango Luchandas. Here we go. There you go. Chitakanda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gora Bhaktivinoda. All right. Read some Chaitanya Mangal here. Yeah, as I was chanting again, so many interesting. I don't know how Krishna does this. How all these different revelations and realizations. Basically, what I've read before, just gets more and more clear. It's like, Lord Chaitanya. I was wondering why he said many places. There's no reason to do austerities unless Krishna has arisen in the heart, unless there's this upsurge of devotion. No reason to do austerities. I was wondering. Oh, I kind of knew what he's talking about, but man, today it's like so clear. This is this movement here. This is our work here. Work. Yeah, where was no work? It's fun. It's life. Is to get that upsurge of devotion to happen in us. Otherwise, that completes the sacrifice. See? Otherwise, the sacrifice is incomplete. You're going around, Prabhupada taught, okay, do it like this and do it like that. And, so you're going through the motions. You're chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I finished my rounds. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But the sacrifice is not complete until this upsurge of devotion awakens. Then you got the name and you got the devotion, and it's complete now. See, it's just like you have your mate. When you get married, you're complete now because there's the woman and man. See, the same thing. So the name, it's the same thing with the name. It's kind of simple, isn't it? It's like, how come I never really thought that deeply about this before? See, so the completion of the sacrifice is in chanting the name with the upsurge of devotion, and that's the only way to really get that quickly is to around devotees who have that upsurge. We have so many getting that. Lalita, she chants the name, and the upsurge of this bhakti devotion awakens. See, now that's the marriage. See, between the name and the feeling. See, so you see now when you contrast that, what's going on in the world, people are giving you names. See, people in the world are given names, and it's causing a down surge. See, pushing down into fear. See, into control or to being controlled. See, so you're hearing words that cause a down surge, not the upsurge. That's why I'm telling I'm saying the Vaidhi is not powerful enough because they're listening to the world, and it's causing a downsurge of fear and also not being able to use their brains, to think straight. So that's just the what the world is doing. So really, the only practical way is the association of devotees if people want to escape the horrors of this age now. So that's why you see Christians are going for what the world is doing, and a lot of them are in fear. A lot of Vaishnavas are in fear, because they need this upsurge. See, they need that energy, but that can only be done by association with these devotees. That's why, it came to me yesterday, do a little preaching about, hey, man, get with this mission. Don't be all over the place, with Jesus over here a little bit and with Prabhupada over here and helping the ISKCON devotees preaching. Come on, man, get with our preaching. This is important. This is going to save people. Come on, focus, man. It's like I mentioned with Prabhupada's godbrothers. The same kind of thing what's happening here happened there. Same thing. Prabhupada's got a mission. And the devotees, the Gaudiya Math comes in and say, here, distribute our books, do our preaching, distribute our preaching. And Prabhupada said exactly what I say, because it's time to hear this. Hey, they're not distributing our books. They're not doing our preaching. Why are you going to their classes? Why are you doing all this? They don't even care about what we're doing. You know? No. Hey, man, distribute my books. The mission here is given to you. You're my disciples. Okay? I say the same thing. Get focused. You know, we got students here. You go to the people who leave our mission. Yeah. And they're not even interested in our mission. You go listen to their friggin' classes. Oh, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Why are you usurping energy? You know, you're going to be just like them. Better get this lesson now, because if I disappear tomorrow, you're going to be gone. You're finished. You associate with Benedict Arnolds. You're going to be a Benedict Arnold yourself. You don't understand what I'm talking about. That's why those persons, they don't do anything. They can't do anything because they're all over the fucking place. No, don't know anything about dedication, commitment to the mission. You know what I'm talking about? And they go over and listen. Now, fuck you, man. Get the hell out of here. You don't like the fuck word? Well, too bad. You know, I don't have time for people, Benedict Arnolds in the making. You know, you call me Shiksha Guru and you get all this energy, and Krishna even gives you visions and stuff. And then you go to listen to people who leave this mission. Oh, you don't think you're going to become like them? You're already like that. That's the seed, man. Isn't it? I mean, does this make any sense to anybody? I can't believe it, man. And they keep fucking doing it. What an example you're giving to Krishna, to the mission. You go and associate with traitors. You don't think you're going to become a traitor? Come on. People come here, they get this upsurge, this very rare gift. And then they go, and then they badmouth the mission. All of them have done this. And don't tell me they don't. You may not hear it, but they tell me. Or tell others too. And then you go and listen to them. Oh, you stupid fools. That's my attitude. Do what you want, anybody. But I'm going to speak my mind, man, while I'm here. Because when I go, or any real devotee goes, then all this bullshit goes on. And they take over these guys. Just like they took over Bhaktisiddhanta's movement and betrayed him. Many people betrayed Bhaktisiddhanta. Prabhupada didn't, but these others did. They went, oh, well, once they go. And then when Prabhupada goes, these others take over, the friggin' glowworms. And while I'm here, we're going to take care of the glowworms. Because they start teaching that bullshit, you know? Oh, yeah, just go anywhere. Oh, yeah, the God brothers, yeah. Oh, yeah, the people who leave this mission here, right here. They leave their friends, and you go over and give them support and energy. Yeah, come on. Wake up. So anyway, I guess I just needed to get that off my chest.
We need to say this, Guru Maharaj, it is too important. And they influence others who are ignorant and who are following.
Yeah.
Nobody
I mean, you got to follow at least you got to hear this message. Everybody is free to do what they want. But, the duty of the spiritual master is to point out what is unfavorable to devotional service. And Lord Chaitanya pointed out the same thing. And so did Prabhupada and, everybody, so anyway, keep everything kind of in order. It's the order of the spiritual master that is the active principle of spiritual life. That's why those who leave, they leave the order, basically. They leave the opinion. They always get a different opinion. See? All of them. Christina, Nina, they have a different opinion. And this opinion here is the active principle of real spiritual life. That's why they lose it. Hey, man, this is by the book. This is by the experience of devotee. You see the ones that are really ecstatic, like yourself, to the mission. Just naturally. Don't have to even say anything. From your heart, you just, I'm in this mission. This is your teaching and your witness to others. You want to learn devotional service? You want to become really ecstatic? Become like this, following her footsteps. You know, she's dedicated to the mission. And others are like that. That's where it's at. Yeah, a lot of, they wonder, why am I not ecstatic like these others? Why am I not ecstatic? But what are they doing? They're not. I keep telling them, hey, man, why don't you do this and do this and do? Oh, no, I don't know. I just want the ecstasy. See, those are going to be the betrayers. Okay? The order of the spiritual master. Do some friggin' service, man, if you're not ecstatic. Get committed to this mission if you're not ecstatic. Then you'll become ecstatic. The ones that don't have this, a lot of this, and they're always, well, I would like this. Yeah, well, come on, get dedicated. What is it? Radhanath has his decide. They're all working for him. They put up websites. They do all kinds of stuff. And they don't even get a quarter of what the devotees here get or could get. Not even a fraction. And they're doing all these things. And that goes for all of them. They're dedicated to their guru's mission. So you get like that here, you'll really get it. How important is that? Help out with the, you wonder, why am I doing? Well, get focused, man. Otherwise, you're going to be smoking pot all day. People are smoking, drinking, yeah, well, I would like to be ecstatic. Well, get to friggin' work, man. Gotta put up some websites here. You can do it. You're fucking around with crypto, making money and all that stuff and buying stuff and all that. You wonder, well, why not ecstatic? Well, get to friggin' work on the mission here. How about, we have all these videos. Still, no friggin' body cutting the videos, making them nice, putting them up on all these websites, all these videos. That no friggin' body doing that. So don't tell me why you're not getting ecstatic. That's why. Especially if you're capable. Come on, man. Let's get with the friggin' mission. Freddie, now you're talking the hypocrites. Keep on watching. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, I don't like that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. It's always hypocrites, So anyway, being a little honest, look at the hypocrisy in ourselves. We all got something. There's always room for improvement. Myself also. I ain't perfect. Maybe I'm preaching to myself.
Not perfect, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the hard nose is, I think, over now. I just had to get a little hard nose for a little bit. Yeah. So it's this upsurge thing. It's really, the Lord said that, unless there's an upsurge of this bhakti, then there's no purpose of doing the austerities. And so what is the purport? Well, what I got from that is, hey, man, go where you can get the upsurge. Because then when you do the austerity is this. Hare Krishna. I mean, the Lord made it really easy. Hare Krishna. Up, sacrifice complete. You did 1,000 times more purification than these persons just doing the rules. And without the upsurge. See, this is Krishna rising in the heart. So he rises in the heart and purifies everything. See, but you're trying to do Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You see, you're trying to attain that upsurge. You usually don't even know that. That's the whole thing. That's part of our preaching, is to teach people about the upsurge. That's called devotion. That's called pure devotion. It's 1,000 times more purifying than 1,000 principles following. Like chanting, you could chant like a whole lakh and not have that upsurge. And you think, well, I did a whole lac, and then you get into the pride of it. I know, I've been there, done that, man. You know, I downgraded my bhakti by going to these Vaitis who claim to be Raganugas, downgraded because of that association. And then I did that. I used to do a lac a day, you know, and I did just like they do. I did my lac, and they, oh, wow, you did a whole lac? Yes. Pride, man. I know, been there, done that, man. I know. One of my ex-students who was really envious when I was, I wish I could be up there like you. He went, and he's also 1 lac chanter. I chant 1 lac a day. I know. Yes. Very good. But he doesn't like our association, you know, stuff of people where they get the upsurge. Doesn't even know. All his 1 lac a day, doesn't know it's all about the upsurge of devotion awakening the heart, which you only get around those who have it. You can't give that upsurge or a loaf of bread if you don't got one. Or in other words, maybe you can give the bread, but you can't give the butter. The butter is the upsurge. Makes it tasty, the bread. Otherwise, it's dry. Becomes stale after, you do this for 40 years, no upsurge, the bread gets stale. And it's just after a while, I've seen it in India. I was in Vrindavan. They've been doing this stale bread, man, after 40 years of dry chanting, man. Telling you, man. Well, we got jewels, we got gold here, man. I'm going to keep telling you. You should hear a little bit. So I get a little annoyed sometimes. Big deal, man, because we got gold, man. Why would you want to be a Benedict Arnold when you're getting gold here, man? If you're getting rich. Yeah, this upsurge is great, isn't it, Lalita? It's just a chant Hare Krishna, and then you feel the devotion awakening. That's why, those who get this, they realize this is the treasure. See, nobody knows this. If they knew, they wouldn't be talking all this bullshit on Facebook. They're not getting any upsurge. It's all down surges. This all day long. COVID. How can you get any upsurge with that? COVID, lockdown. Either fighting the lockdown or promoting it or lying like these politicians. Lie. See, pushes your energy down. You think God likes liars? Lying, they pop right through their teeth. Complete. This is Lucifer. This is Satan worship. These politicians are Satan worshipers. They lie to you, and they love it. They think, well, if you believe our bullshit, the more happier we get. It's a control thing. Here, so this is why truth, man, upsurge, energy, life. Truth will set you free. Isn't it nice? Upsurge of devotion. This is God, man. Otherwise, you don't know God. It enables us to know God. We need to be complete. We need to be spiritually complete. Okay, we married our boyfriends and girlfriends. We got married, right? We've had children and all that, right? But you haven't done this yet. This is the new life. This is the new world. Okay? This is the rebirth into the spiritual dimension, man. You marry God and you get disciples like this. I'm showing the example, right? Birthing spiritual children, man. Yeah. Hey, this is a new life, isn't it? New frontier. Who knows this? Millions, billions don't know this. But we know this, first fruits. Yeah. So Lord Chaitanya, Jesus, they come to teach us how to complete the sacrifice. This is why Jesus said to the woman at the well, you don't know who you worship. You think you got to go all the way down to the temple, say the temple with the deity, or all the way up in the pilgrimage, up the mountain, right? Hard work up the mountain. See, to see God. See, it's external. The external body going to meet the external deity. And, oh, I got darshan, the Lord. What? Yeah, did you see the deity? Oh, yeah, see, I see. Yeah, you see, but you don't see. And Jesus said, you got to do all that. But you don't know who you worship, but we do. We worship in spirit. See, the upsurge is the spirit. The devotion upsurge. Can you imagine? You friggin' idiots out there won't even make a video. You won't even cut this thing. This stuff has never been spoken before. Never! And nobody even sees it. You just want to come and get the energy. Do some friggin' work for the world. Then you'll see, you'll impress Krishna. These things have never been heard before. Have they? Who has clarified what Jesus said? No Christians can even do it. And nobody will just cut the friggin' video down and put it up on a website or make a nice thing. Oh, let Japa preach Vaidhi principles and Radhanath and, humble pie stuff, but not things that have never been heard before to like this. Don't even care, guys, huh? Well, time to wake up. Where was I at? Oh, yeah, something about upsurge. I forgot what it was. A good one, too. Yeah. So Jesus was teaching the same thing. See, we worship in spirit and truth. Therefore, we know the Lord. And that's the only way that's called spiritual greed. You really want to know the Lord? You got to worship in spirit, the upsurge of devotion. Only Radharani. See, it says right there in the books, in Goswami books, only Radharani knows Krishna. That because she has devotion. See? And only with devotion can you know Krishna. And it also says that even Krishna saw the devotion of Radharani in Vrindavan and was curious and was greedy and says, boy, look at her. Look how much she knows about me because of the strength of that upsurge of devotion. Look how happy she is because of that upsurge of devotion. Eh? Look at the pleasure she gets because of the upsurge of devotion. Look at the happiness she feels by understanding my qualities because of her devotion. See, upsurge, devotion. We have the jewels here. We have diamonds. We have gold. Eh? And people are so dreamy, man. That's why I yell, scream, roar, waking up, man, loud shouts. Have to. Who's going to wake up? This is called exhorting. Even in spirit-filled Christians know what I'm talking about. They exhort, get the loud shouts, drives out the demons that have been running people. Have 3 nights behind amazing dreams. Yeah. Yeah. So you see how important that is. This is our work. This is our mission here. This was the mission of the Christians, is to awaken the Holy Spirit. And you know how, many lose sight of that after generations. A lot of people are still getting it, but a lot of people, they don't get it yet. They actually think, they're offensive to those who have the Spirit. Same thing with the Vaishnavas. No difference. Actually, more so, because most Vaishnavas don't have this Spirit. They don't know what we're talking about because they don't have the upsurge and they don't have the spiritual greed yet. Maybe some generations before they get it. But obviously it must be time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten the order from Prabhupada or the blessing of Krishna, to preach these things. Because there's got to be some progress. Otherwise, there's no point to the preaching of Bhakti Sanata, Bhakti Vinod, or Prabhupada. If it doesn't end up in the upsurge, the sacrifice is not complete. And if you don't complete the sacrifice, Krishna's not happy, and you're not fully happy either, because the real happiness of Krishna and the devotee is interdependent. And nobody knows this. That's why you got a lot of going around, looking. I just look at faces like that in Vaishnavism or even Christian or politicians or people in the world looking like that. I say, the sacrifice is not complete. That's all, because they don't look like Lalita. See, that's complete sacrifice. See, you keep a smile like that on your face. Krishna has a quality. He's always got a smirk on his face like that. It's one of Nectar Devotion. Read it. Always got this, no matter what's going on, got it. I know something that you don't know. Would you like to know? I don't know. I'm so used to this kind of mood. I'm so used to not completing sacrifice. I like to work like a donkey, man. I just really into working like donkey. My life is complete every friggin' day, man. I just complete the sacrifice, man. I chant Krishna's name, and the upsurge comes. Okay, man, happy camper. Yeah. You don't like to live like that? Well, then work your friggin' ass off, man. Go out there and bust your butt. Do the down surge, man. Get into fear or whatever else you want, man. I'm into the upsurge. I want to live in higher consciousness. High vibration is great, man. Fantastic. Don't you want an easy way to live in high vibration? Well, come to these devotees here who are wonderful associates and they'll be a real friend to you. Everybody else is Benedict Arnolds. That's why any Benedict Arnolds here, I'm here gonna transform them, man. I'm gonna pulverize them with the truth, man. Thor's hammer, man. Make them in real devotees. We're transformers, right? Remember? Sometimes you got a shock treatment. Here, this kind of shock can work. Krishna. All right. Anyway, let's see here. Now, please hear a wonderful pastime. This is somewhere in Chaitanya Mangal. I don't know where. Now, please hear a wonderful pastime on another day. Lord Gora had just completed his pastimes of dancing with his associates. See, he danced with his associates and he had the upsurge. Whatever type of devotional service you do, it becomes complete when the upsurge. He was dancing, but he was singing, Hare Krishna dancing, or listening to the singing. See, that's devotional service. And the upsurge, the dancing comes like that. Or what, the devotional expression. Okay? This is Krishna consciousness. This is Christ consciousness. It's always the same. That's why we're going to find out we're real brothers. Whatever, you could be an American Indian. If you have the upsurge, this is God coming up. If you're doing, they do chants, the American Indian. Well, if they get an upsurge, okay. That's why they know there's the spirits and the great spirit. See, that's because of the upsurge. Otherwise, they can't know these things. This is all great secrets. This Maya hides all these truths. That's her job. See, devotion reveals who God is, what God is, that there is a God, stuff like that. Whether you call him the Great Spirit or Christ or Krishna or Ram or the Beloved, because he is, right? Beloved. You know, see? If you're a real devotee, you'll understand these things. You know, especially when you associate with those who are deeper into this. You know, this is develops more and more and more. Yeah, that's why. How is anybody going to understand these things unless you meet a devotee in higher consciousness? Can you imagine? It's like you're trying to climb a ladder, into this higher level of consciousness. This is what Vaishnavas are doing on their own, trying to climb the ladder to, they don't even quite know. It's not really clear. A lot of blind adherents. Well, the guru told us to follow these rules and we're climbing. Where are you going? Well, we don't know. See, you come here to these sadhu sanghas, they're so powerful. You got a person on top of the ladder saying, here, let me help you. And they reach down. Oh, and you grab on. Okay, now pull you up. Easy, huh? This is too friggin' easy. That's how it works. If you want the easy way, if you want the hard way, go try and climb up the ladder. You'll probably fall off. And then you try another life climbing up a ladder, and you probably fall off. And another life. That's why they say many, they say Narayan Raj, they say, oh, he's so high. He's told you that it'll be many lifetimes before you get it, because he didn't get this order that I got, obviously. So, and you go look at the Sangha, you'll see the symptoms of his highest devotees don't have this. Go look at Prem Paroji. He knows all the verses and does everything and all that. And he, does the fastings and wears a beard and everything. Doesn't have this. Go look at the symptoms. He has something, but not like this. See? And if he wanted this, he would have to show he's really spiritually greedy and come here and get it. He doesn't he doesn't chant like Lalita Ganga or have any disciples like her. Not even one. As a matter of fact, Narayan Raj doesn't even have one that chants like Lalita. Oh, is that offensive for me to tell people the friggin' truth? You show me anybody that chants like her or Johan or even River. Show me one that chants like River. Nobody. It's no shows.
But who do they?
Yeah, go ahead. What?
The order has not been given there. It's approved.
Order's not. Yeah, that's it. See, the order wasn't given. The approval wasn't given. They say, oh, he's successor of Prabhupada. Yeah. Well, to me, this is success. Successor to me means the greatest success. Greatest success to me is completing the sacrifice, where there's an upsurge in my disciples to prove that this is bona fide, that we do have the blessing of the parampara to complete the sacrifice. See? So that's real guru. Now why not? This is the standard now, isn't it? The standard is established. So why stay with an old standard, like they say? That's why I say, what are you doing, serving Prabhupada's Vaidhi thing? He's already passed the baton over. Get with this mission. Get focused here. Don't be doing preaching of other people's, other missions and other gurus. Or going to support people who leave this place, leave this and then preach against what we're doing. Come on, man. That's crazy, isn't it? It's unintelligent. Yeah. So anyway, this is the easy way for those who want. All right. So now please hear a wonderful pastime. Matter of fact, Lalit. Oh, no, that's you probably can't find this one. Okay, I'll just read a little bit here. Please hear a wonderful pastime another day. So at this moment, a Brahmana came and smiling took the dust of Lord Gaura's lotus feet. Seeing this, Lord Gaura suddenly jumped up, seeing that what the Brahmin had done. Lord Gaura became very unhappy. His face became withered with grief. Filled with rage, he breathed heavily from his nostrils. Lord Gore stood up and ran and jumped into the Ganga's waters. The Lord sank into the waters. No one could see him. Everyone jumped in after him. The people of Nadia became wild. Everyone wept with grief. Calling son, son, Mother Sachi ran and tried to jump in the water. Like a wild woman, she wept. She wept and wept and wept. She rolled on the ground. Seeing how everyone was filled with anguish, Avadut, Lord Nityananda, jumped into the Ganga, diving into the water with his hand. Okay. Seeing this, everyone became filled. Nityananda grabbed Lord Gore and lifted him to the Ganga's bank. Seeing this, everyone became filled with joy. Relieved, everyone wept. Embracing Lord Vishwambara, Sachi Devi wept. Gazing at the Lord's face. What the heck is this? Where's this going here? Huh. This is I've never seen this one before. This is interesting. Anyway, I'm going to stop there. Why don't you read us something there, Lolita? I need to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, like what? What do you want me to
What do
read?
you have? What do you have there?
At the moment, I only have I have Chaitanya Bhagavat, the book,
Read Chaitanya Bhagavat.
Okay. You tell me what.
Okay, how about chapter 16 in Madhya Lila? Tell me what the title is first. Oh, you have the same Chaitanya Bhagavat. You have this one, right? You have this one? Yeah. Okay, let me look here. Let me look at some titles. All right. Yeah, how about chapter 11 of Adi Lila? You'll like this one a lot.
Yeah. The title is already very attractive.
Hey, our disciplic. He's the second in line of our disciplic line. It was Ishvara Puri. See, he's one of the ecstatic devotees. See, he got the upsurge from his guru, Madhavinda Puri. And so he passed that upsurge on to Lord Chaitanya, and who passed it on to the world. See, that's how it is. See, it's all the upsurge of devotion. That's why the Lord came here. That's why these devotees came here. That's why we're here, man. That's why it's so hard for these Vaishnavas to wrap their head around what we're doing. They don't know that upsurge, and so they're down here. They're down on the base of the mountain. We're here on top of the mountain, and they're looking up, and they just can't quite get it. See? So we're coming down the mountain and saying, hey, man, it's all about the upsurge, man. It's like they go here, just get in the elevator. The elevator is the association devotees, and you just push the button and you just go up, and get purified. And it's like an ascension process, and you're getting purified in the process of going up. As you're going up, you're letting go of stuff, that's the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. You don't need it. You don't need all that weight. And, it's like, you ever have a bunch of stuff in your house and you have a garage sale and get rid of it? Because we're carrying all this bullshit, man. All these heavy weights, and all this conditioning and being beaten by our parents and the mind, all those thought forms and all that doesn't serve you. You don't need it anymore. You just Hare Krishna. and all these, and now you live on, instead of thinking about how my mother beat me, my father beat me, over and over, all your whole friggin' life, and always like a whipped dog. You don't need it anymore. Now you got a new father, a new mother, a new friend, new life, new happiness is the revelations of the upsurge, and meeting the Lord every day. Now this is a better life. Go ahead, Olivia. Sorry.
Much better life.
Much better life, yes.
Hare Krishna. Oh, glories to you, Guru Maharaj. Oh, glories to you.
Oh,
For
glories
giving
to you too.
this better life, for giving us this better life, this much better life, this transcendental life, this Vrindavan, this forest, this, oh my goodness. Oh, glories to you. Oh, glories to Srila Prabhupada, to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, to Jagannatha Babaji. Oh, glories to Bhaktivedanta Thakur. Oh, glories, to Lord Nityananda. Oh, glories to Lord Chaitanya. To Nimai Pandita, my Lord and Master.
See, this is Krishna consciousness, this upsurge, man. This is what it's all about. The feeling when you chant the names and you say the prayers, the feeling's there. Otherwise, it's just Parvachakacharya. You see those long.
Ki Jai.
Jai, 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 Prabhu. Ooh, what's going on with you? Were you crazy? Yeah, we're crazy for Krishna, man. Like to be, we like Parvachakacharya, without the upsurge. Anyway, I'm not gonna let anybody live down this. We're gonna live up now. They're always living. They want to live down. They want us to live down. No, we live up. We live in it up. See, living it up. We're living it up. See, life up, not down. Who wants to hang out with downers? We take uppers. This is Krishna is our upper. Yeah, so you get more energy, more life, more pizzazz. It's a natural upper.
The upper of love.
Transcendental meth. Everybody, they go taking all that meth, they burn out their bodies. Here we enliven the body, man. Got life. I love this. This preaching's fantastic, man. This talk about that. Come on, man. Not even the Acharya Dave talks about these kind of things because they don't know. Can you imagine all that work? See, I had to go through all that work to go to school, to get a big title, so he could preach to intelligent people. Here, I preach to intelligent people every day. And the problem is most people are not intelligent, nor do they want to be. Most of even these guys with the big titles, they don't want to be intelligent. They think they're intelligent. That's only a thought for them. See, this is a feeling. See, our intelligence comes from feeling, right? Our Vedanta comes from Bhakti, and Bhakti is feeling, man. This is the easy way. You just chant Hare Krishna, complete the sacrifice, the feeling comes, all these revelations come, and then you tell people what the scriptures really mean. Come on. Isn't that the easy way? I always like to take Prabhupada liked the easy way. He also had devotion. Everything became easy for him that way. Yeah. This is making sense to anybody? Or Mr. Daves, Acharya Daves, or anybody that did everything the hard way? Yeah. Why go the hard way, man? Look, they have to go and manufacture titles and everything. And here my disciples say, "Oh yeah, he's definitely Bhakti Vedanta because he awakened Bhakti in us." So yeah, that makes sense. Simple. Everybody, you become Bhakti Vedantas very easily because you start awakening Bhakti in others, and there you go, man. People start saying, wow, I get a lot of energy from this devotee. Man, am I feeling the event? There you go. See, this is Krishna given the title. The witnesses. Yeah. See, we don't know. We know that Jesus is not crazy because of the witnesses, right? The witnesses say, oh, no, this is very good. The spirit he gave her. Oh, it's wonderful. It's fantastic. Oh, I guess he's not crazy. The same thing here. Well, we thought Gaura was crazy, but these witnesses out there saying this, very Lalita Ganga's out there. She's saying, man, I'm very satisfied with this. I think this is great. Changed my life. See, witness. Where are your witnesses out there? Mr. Guru Daves? Where are your witnesses? What have you given them? Even Lalita asks them sometimes, what does your guru give them? They're stumped. They don't know. Well, I don't know. Everybody else, I'm just following the herd. They're all kind of going in this direction, and they're all going, oh, glories to Guru Dev. And Guru, yeah, what did you get from your Guru Dev? I never thought about it. And probably never will if they stay on that track. Well, I became humble, I got humility. I'm humble.
Learn me how to be
repressed. That's what you usually get. It's not humble. It's like if you even get an original thought, then it's on the, hey, Prabhu, you're not very humble. You ever get that? If you have an original thought or something that's controversial, or you ask a question, that's not in the appropriate. This is not appropriate. You're not very humble, Prabhu. Stuff it. That's humble. Stuff it. Push it down. And hopefully it never comes up, because if it does, we'll be right there with a stick. Our sticks are used to push it down, smack your question down.
If they cannot answer your question, you are the one who is not humble.
Oh, you're not very humble. Yeah. So anyway, I think a lot of us have experienced that. I'm so happy to be set free of that. Man, does it feel good to be free? Oh, man. Prabhupada was like that. He said, my God brothers. He said, Prabhupada said this. He said, amongst my God brothers, my whole life, he said, my whole life, till he went to America. My whole life, they gave me compression, suppression, depression. This pushing down. Force, always pushing down. Even when he started preaching, they tried to push him down, but he, said, oh, how dare you take the name Prabhupada? And man, came in there. And Prabhupada said, put a guard at the door. If they get a chance, they'll kill me. Kill the body. He told the God brothers, sannyasis, with the big titles. This is what we're dealing with here. This is what we surpassed here. That level. See? Because you know how you surpass it? You don't believe in it anymore. No faith. Have no faith in big titles with big egos, false egos. No, we're here. Truth sets us free. Anybody taking shelter here, you'll feel it, man. You'll feel strong and strength, especially when you get committed to what we're doing and not all over the friggin' place. Hey, man, I'm a disciple of Gauridas, man. That fool, just his disciple. You can call him whatever you want, but man, he does the job. Gets it done.
Yeah.
He may cuss a lot, but boy, it gets the job done.
It's transcendental curse.
Said now ISKCON devotees even can't leave the Vaidhi path, the hard path because they were trained in that way. Yeah, they're trained. They're too attached to their training, most of them. But, let them spend a few lifetimes doing that. Whatever, we're here. Whoever's ready, they'll hear this preaching and hearken, right? And if they don't, hey, I'm satisfied. I got great friends here. And everything that comes is like icing on the cake. Right, Tom? Isn't it like just icing on the cake? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Lalita. Read a little bit.
Okay. Oh, glories, oh, glories, oh, glories to Srimati Radharani. Who we really, really, really need our helper and our best friend. Oh, glories to you, Bhakti Devi. And oh, glories to Krishna.
This is what I like about Krishna consciousness. Sorry to interrupt. Our helper is a female. And whether you're in a male body or female, our helper, because this is true Gaudiya Vaishnavism, which is Gopi Bhav. Most of the devotees here have that female helper. Whether you're in a male body or a female body, doesn't matter. You got that gal man helping us. The personification of devotion. And man, does she help in all ways, man.
Oh.
It makes sweeping the house very easy. See, sweeping the house, the temple, the Gundicha. Yeah. This is the Gundicha temple, our bodies. See? And when you're you got the bona fide spiritual master, you got the true vine, and it activates the gardener, which is Lord Chaitanya, right? And they're both sweeping up, and the Lord collects the most dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're all, so this is Vaishnavism, man. It's all it is sweeping the Gundicha temple, so the Lord can take a nice seat on a purified heart. That's it. Simple. And whoever associates with those who are engaged in this kind level of devotional service, you also very easily get the sweeping process, like going to a car wash. You ever seen those things? The brushes are going and stuff in those areas. Every day. You didn't know this was just a car wash. Here we get to wash our car every day, and these other guys, they're doing it by hand, with the little hose and not much water and a lot of work. We just drive it in every day. This is Satsanga. We drive into the car wash, man, and all the hoses are going, and the thing is so easy. Drive out clean today. All right, man, I love it.
Yeah, he's not stingy, the Lord. He's really not stingy when he uses his water.
A lot of water, man. Just clean those cars up, man. Go ahead, Lolita. I'll try not to stop.
Okay. Oh, glories, oh, glories, oh, glories to Lord Gaurachandra, the Supreme Lord of all lords. His youthful pastimes as a schooler revealed his attraction for learning. He stayed in Navadvipa, but he concealed his inner identity. The best of the Brahmanas, Gaurachandra, he spent all his younger days pursuing his studies. His handsome youthfulness could defeat the beauty of millions upon millions of cupids. Every limb of his transcendental body was a perfection of beauty. His arms extended down to the knees, and his exquisite eyes were like lotus petals. His attractive lips They were dressed as if from chewing battle, and he was always dressed in fine, majestic clothes. Ever in a happy mood, he, he walked amidst his colleagues and disciples, entertaining them with his sparkling wit.
Yeah, happy mood. Happy mood because of devotion, man. Devotion makes you happy. Bhakti, devotion, good feeling. It's beyond good. This is why it's transcendental feeling. That's where it's at. It's uncommon feeling. You know? So the Lord was like that, and he wasn't even, he was kind of hiding a little bit, because he was just exuding it. And then he'd have fun, preach like a proud scholar. And everybody, that's how he hid. They thought, oh, he's so proud and everything. Yeah, but he was inside happy because of bhakti. Go ahead.
He was their unquestioned leader on the strength of his superior intelligence and learning. He roamed all over Navadvip, carrying his books as if holding Sarasvati Devi, the goddess of learning, within his palm, for he is the supreme lord of the entire cosmic manifestation. No scholar in Navadvip dared to find faults in his dissertations, only the Brahmana Gangadasa Pandita.
So it's like here. It's just like here. They must be afraid to confront here because they cannot defeat this understanding. There's no way. It all comes from this ecstatic worship. The only thing they could do is try to create an illusion, But this Vedanta that we have is based on Bhakti. And, if even people listen to it, even if Bhakti Vedanta comes here, they'll understand, like, oh, yeah, that's right. Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti first and Vedanta. See? You get to those who, again, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, they have the real knowledge and real understanding. If you don't have that yet, you're really not a Bhakti Vedanta. You're just some voted in, clerk, or they call it, I think, ecclesiastical. It's just like the Pope. The Pope is supposed to be an in-between the Christ and you. See, but they're not really. This is what the kind of gurus we have. They're an in-between between Krishna and you. But the thing is, they're not really connected unless they have this bhakti, this pure arising of Krishna in the heart. They can't understand these deep things that they're only arrived at because of this devotional spirit. They're very confidential. See, that's, again, like, unless you hear the, please mute your mic, somebody, whoever it is. I think it's anyway. Okay. Yeah. Mute the mic, please. I already forgot what I was going to say. I don't like doing that.
They are in between Krishna and the people, but they can be in two ways. Like tax collectors are as bridges.
Then you're not there in between.
Yeah.
He was talking about that, being in between Krishna and people.
Yeah. The Pope.
Yeah. I mean, that's why, our books are so good, because they talk about the importance of a bona fide spiritual master. If devotees, if they spend their whole lives and understand that principle, if you come to the end of your life or close to it, and you understand that principle, and then you find a real spiritual master that matches the book, that is amazing. That's why even people coming here, if you have doubts about what's going on here, if you come to, like, say, after 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and you come to the point of faith in Krishna and the spiritual master, boom, that's it. Now you can really proceed, because you've overcome doubt. Now you have faith, and very easily you get everything else. Very easily. Just because you have equal faith in Guru and Krishna, the purports are automatically revealed. You just sit there and look at the scriptures, and there you go. You got it, and you preach that, and you deliver people, because you give them the confidential purport that nobody else is given, or can give. They don't have it. See? So the Lord wants to deliver people now in this Kali Yuga. He just lacks, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Yeah. Don't you want to, anybody here that's doing all over the place, don't you want to help? Don't you want to be one of those workers? Well, you got to get dedicated to this mission. This is a very important mission. Otherwise you'll be all over the place. You won't be able to do anything much. If you see the importance of what we're doing, we're delivering souls. We're giving them, we have the potential of delivering thousands or millions of souls they would die just on the Vaidhi level, because they don't have this kind of association. They don't have your association. They will die Vaidhi Bhaktas without it. That means they take another birth, but you can save them, If you don't know how many people will come here if you cut a few videos and put them up on websites, and then you'll start to feel really ecstatic when you, like, Govinda, when he's doing all these, showing you. Lalita Ganga's showing you how to do this. Dedicate. So follow their footsteps, you become part of this army. Yeah. It's a big mission. Go ahead there, Lalita.
Very, very big and important mission.
Yeah.
It's a big ecstasy. It's a big huge.
Yeah. Well, who's teaching this stuff? No one except here.
Except here. Yeah.
They're all teaching you lots of, it's impossible to have this. Oh yeah, you just do the rules. Do the regular, do hard labor, man. Oh, okay, you're into that, fine. Here, for those who want the shortcut, it's like Lalita, they say, oh, there's no shortcut. She was preaching, right? You said that today. There's no, they tell you there's no shortcut. No, there is a shortcut. Lord Chaitanya came to give the shortcut. Prabhupada gave me the order to give the shortcut. A shortcut is association with ecstatic devotees telling you the confidential truth. These things that you learn here, nobody has said anything about it. So why don't you share? Okay. All right, go ahead there. Yeah, and by the way, do shares. People, you should share these videos. Even the Facebook people tell you to share. You know why? It goes deeper into the thing and more people get them.
Karuna is talking to me. I think, why don't you share? I always share Guru Maharaj videos. You asked me this for so many times, Karuna. The first thing I do is sharing before I go into the restream. Always.
Yeah, but it's for everybody. It's just not only focused on you. It's everybody should think about this.
Why don't you share videos?
Anyway, people are sharing, or they should share. Anyway, let's just put out generally, just share the videos. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
And mute your mic, please, Karuna. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No scholar in Navadvip dared to find faults in his dissertations. Only the Brahmana Gangadasa Pandita, a very pious and fortunate soul, was capable of discussing with the Lord. The different categories of people in Navadvip saw Mahaprabhu in their own way. The materialistic fruitive workers who were attached to family and home saw him as the Lord and experienced an inexplicable wonder. How remarkable that every house he graces should always have prosperity, they exclaimed. The ladies saw him as the most attractive Cupid. However, in the in the hearts of the atheists, he struck fear as the god of death. The scholars were convinced that Brishapati, the most learned priest of the demigods, had taken birth upon earth. Nevertheless, the Vaishnavas were seriously concerned about Gauranga and his behavior. He is endowed with such sublime physical beauty, they sadly commented. Yet he shows no attraction for Lord Krishna. What will all his learning and erudition bring him except years of wasted time? The Vaishnava spoke in this manner.
That's really the essence. So, of course, the Lord was hiding and he had that attraction, but that's really the essence of now also. It's like, look at all the learning of these Vaishnavas in these groups, but they don't show the attachment to Krishna, this ecstatic attraction to Krishna. What good is all that learning? The Lord Chaitanya taught that himself. He said it's futile. You go there, you learn all this stuff, and you have a big head and a big false ego. You failed. You're not understanding this. You're not understanding it. The whole point of study is to come to the point of this ecstatic love awakening. And you get that by, studying the name, in association of real devotees. And then when devotion awakens, then you realize the name, you realize the pastimes, you realize everything. Without that awakening, it's all big intellectual head, your mega mind, What is this? Okay. Yeah, so attraction to Krishna is where then when you study the name, you get all these revelations, and that's what you preach. And the revelations are on the name. You notice revelations are on the pastimes. See? Revelations are on the process. Everything is revealed to the devotees like that. That's all I'm teaching here is how to get the upsurge so that you're married to the Lord and he shows you all these intimate things. I mean, it's a great life. It's the life the Lord leads. It's him and devotion, him and Radha, him and his devotees. So you're one of those devotees, and it's you and the Lord, you and the Lord's devotees. This is it. It's this is you transcend the material plane. You're liberated from the cycle of birth and death. That's what we do here. It's so easy. Oh my God, people so easy they liberate. So again, why not be with this mission? You're not liberated. You can go and do your Vaidhi stuff and do all the pujas and everything. But if that upsurge of pure devotion does not awaken in your heart, you're taking another birth. You didn't complete the sacrifice yet. Many of us have completed the sacrifice already, and we just keep doing it. That's, every day we're doing sacrifices. Now it's easy, no hard work, just complete the sacrifice. Just open your mouth, you chant mantras better than the best of Brahmins, simply because Krishna has given you that ability now. You're better than these Maharatis, better than Queen Kunti. She could call Krishna only under duress. We don't just call him anytime and he comes, because this is Kali Yuga, a very special blessing on this Kali Yuga. So we're so fortunate to be here, even with all these draconian measures. Very fortunate because we're already successful. Now we can really help people. It's good preaching too. People are really suffering. That's why you get it bold. You should be boldly preaching our mission. No, what are you telling? Why not tell these people, hey man, deliverance is here already. What do you want to just keep like, oh, you're very nice. You're doing Vaidhi over there. Oh, very nice. Oh, you listen to all these people don't know real Krishna consciousness. Oh, very nice. How about, hey man, deliverance is here. What have you done? Wake up, sleeping souls. Does that make sense to anybody? Yeah. Deliverance, is it here or what? Don't you believe it? Are you experiencing it? Isn't this the best thing going? Don't you like to share your joy?
We do.
Yeah. Just
because there is joy.
Go ahead.
What will all his learning and erudition bring him except years of wasted time? The Vaishnavas spoke in this manner because they were bewildered by the internal potency of the Lord.
It's a waste of, basically, you just study your whole life. It's like a waste of time unless ecstatic devotion awakens. It's basically the same thing. Whether you're studying the Vaishnava scriptures or Mayavadi scriptures or religious scriptures, but if it's only intellectual and it hasn't resulted with the awakening, it's more or less a waste of time. You didn't figure that what is the point of studying the scriptures? Jesus taught the same thing. Lord Chaitanya, the Vaishnavas teach the same thing. Jesus said the whole point of your studying the scriptures is leading to me. See, it's leading to the real guru. And they teach you these confidential things. And by their word, you're purified. Isn't that Jesus said? Because of my word, you are purified. You are cleansed internally. Now the Spirit will arise so easily. All your study, all your fasting, all you Vaishnavas out there, fastings and studies and rules following and all that is coming to here. Because we're those kinds of representatives to do the final deliverance. And if you don't get that to the end of your life and follow all the rules, you haven't completed the sacrifice, you will take another birth. Because it's all leading to meeting the real devotees and realizing, this is where I'm going to get it. I'm going to be delivered. I found that kind of guru. Krishna has come as the bona fide spiritual master to deliver me. How does he deliver you? The upsurge, Krishna will arise in your heart and spread all over. See? What do you think the illumination is? The halo is Krishna upsurge. It comes up. Well, you think it just appears like that? No, it comes up. See?
That's why hearing is so important.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it purifies you. Otherwise, see, that's why, the opposite is true too. That's why you see mainstream media, fear, ooh, let me lie to you. See, lying twists you up and puts it down, puts you in a hellish mentality, even though you might be a good person, but you listen to liars and you become a servant of liars, right? Isn't that what you're doing? You serve hypocrites, you believe in hypocrites, you become a servant of hypocrites, even though you have you're a good person even, but if you believe in liars, cheaters, and hypocrites, and that goes into religion. If you are believing in gurus who have not realized Krishna, there's a hypocrisy there, and you can't get over that offense. That's why these devotees don't chant in ecstasy like people here. Because it doesn't matter how, that was the whole problem with Devananda Pandit. I mean, he was a great, Brahmin, and he was humble, and he was following the rules and everything, but nobody had any devotional ecstasy. He didn't care about it, didn't even know it was important. So one person, Srivas, became ecstatic in his class and he kicked him out, and his disciples were ignorant too. He's disturbing our class, just like here. We're disturbing Prabhupada's movement. Same bullshit, always the same thing. Maya is always the same, We're disturbing the Vaidhi Bhakti movement. Yeah, you're right. I didn't come here to bring peace to the Vaidhi Bhaktas. We're here to stir the damn pot, man. So people get off their laurels, and go deep into this. Find out what is Krishna consciousness really about. Unless they hear here, they won't know. They think it's all about rules, regulations, and following gurus who have not realized Krishna and don't have this upsurge of pure love of God in their hearts. No. Krishna consciousness is all about exactly what we say in this class and every class. And this is the way to get it, is around devotees who have the upsurge of this pure love of God. This gives everything, every good boon in the world, every blessing you could ever imagine comes from this. You don't even have to pray anymore. All you have to do is chant Hare Krishna when that happens. That's why I don't have to pray for this. It's so mental. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. This happens, nothing but blessings come, right? What do you need to,
No.
Yeah.
Just
Complete the friggin' sacrifice. Come here, learn how to complete the sacrifice and be happy forever. With eternal ecstatic happiness. Now, I think that's a pretty good deal. But if you don't believe in our preaching, go believe in the hypocrites who are not really there. I think people it's proven that we're really there because people are getting the same kind of bhakti as their guru, man. Ecstatic upsurge, right? Like you see, upsurge. Yeah. Go ahead there, Lolita.
Yeah.
More ammunition, man.
Although they saw the Supreme Lord in person before them, they could not recognize him. Once a Vaishnava met the Lord and he inquired, "What is the use of wasting your time in the pursuit of material knowledge?" The Lord smiled at the concern of his devotee and he replied, "Truly, it is my great fortune that you are instructing me to accept the path of devotional service." These are some of the exchanges of mellows between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Yet, even the devotees, what to speak of ordinary men, they could not recognize the Lord as he unfolded his pastimes in the mood of a scholar. Navadvip was the seat of learning in those days, and students and scholars, they came there from all over. There were many pure Vaishnava devotees amongst them, especially from Chattagramba, who had come to live near the bank of the Ganga. By the Lord's desire, all these Vaishnava devotees, they had assembled in Navadvip, abandoning all physical and material pleasures. They were fully attached to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. They met daily. They studied together, and in solitude, away from the bustle of materialistic life, they discussed the pastimes of Lord Govinda. Sri Mukunda was especially loved by all the Vaishnavas because he could melt everyone's heart with his beautiful singing. Towards evening, the devotees would gather in Sri Acharya's house, and when Mukunda would sing devotional songs to Lord Krishna, the devotees would lose their composure. Some would cry, others would laugh loudly, and still others would dance. Some lost control of themselves and their clothing and would roll on the ground, feeling great ecstasy. Some chanted loudly as if roaring like lions, and others, they clapped their fellow devotees loudly upon their backs. Still others simply touched the feet of Lord Mukunda. The whole place became transformed into a most blissful scene. And all the Vaishnavas, they forgot their previous sufferings. The Supreme Lord, Gaura Sundara, was always pleased with Mukunda. Whenever he saw Mukunda, he would hurry forward to meet him. And Nimai would present Mukunda with problems, and Mukunda would earnestly try to explain them. However, the Lord would immediately reply that Mukunda's arguments were all wrong, and inevitably an argument would ensure. Mukunda had become a respected scholar by such meetings with the Lord. And he would argue with the Lord, presenting pros and cons to establish his arguments. Of course, the Supreme Lord, he recognized his devotees and he enjoyed such exchanges. Sri Chaitanya, he also harassed Srivas in the same manner whenever he saw him.
See, the Lord recognizes his devotees. These are devotees. See, so the secret is to also recognize devotees.
Yeah.
See, because if you don't recognize real devotees, you don't get real devotion. You get whatever they have, or whatever they don't have, you don't get what they don't have. I mean, you just stay on level of religion until you don't understand these secrets. The Lord recognized his devotees because they had devotion. He recognized Mukunda. See? Look at Mukunda. He would do his service and people would become ecstatic. Because they were devotees. They recognize Mukunda, as a devotee, and they recognize each other. That's how it is, but there's so few devotees in this world now because of Kali Yuga. But those few, will come together because of the preaching. That's how it is. How many people came when Jesus? Masses came. What are they always coming for some motive to heal and to get some energy and all that. And then they go away. But a few came and stayed. And then from that, more come, because this is the only real life. There's no real, this is like walking zombies around here in the world. There's no life in anything. I go to temples and they're not awakened yet. There's no life. This is life, man. Hari Kata, with devotees speaking about truth, man, deep truth, boldly, clearly. ecstatically, life in that. This rituals is just rituals. It's religion, man, Yeah. Such a privilege, to come in and to stand for what Lord Chaitanya stood for. He woke up, the name in people. He realized, hey, this is what it's about. He showed people, just like here. We're here showing, hey, man, it's about chanting and ecstatic love awakening. Krishna rising in your heart. That's what it's all about, and that can happen to you in this life if you have this kind of association. Not the no-shows or the wannabes and they teach you something else. No, we just teach you the essence here. This is the essence. Yeah, Hare Krishna. And amongst devotees who have this upsurge, and learn from them, take lessons from them, do some service for this mission, actual physical service, you'll find it's just like chanting. We chant Hare Krishna to remember Krishna, and you use your mouth to do it. See, and it makes it more tangible. See, more kinetic. Sit there, transcribe, and do some work for Krishna. Especially you guys on your friggin' what do you call pensions? And you're not going to work for Krishna? Well, Krishna said, hey, screw you. You're on pensions, man. You don't want to work for Krishna? He's giving you the situation to do that. And you would sit there, no. I'm so mean. I'm so just a bastard.
You're not.
Bastard, man. Go ahead, Lulu.
It's such a privilege to be able to recognize real devotees that's really present on sich. It's already a present to be able to see that.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. To recognize the devotee.
Yeah.
But to recognize
it's
you.
all in that. It's all in that recognition, man, because that's how you're delivered. Yeah. Jesus taught the same thing. I love his preaching. He said, those who have faith in me will be delivered. See? If you, I tell you, it's always that way. It's the bona fide spiritual master, empowered by the Lord, anointed with the message. We got the message, man. If you believe in this message, you're believing in the message of God, deliverance. You're getting that message, man. I'm telling you, the message, the Lord will deliver you. See, the people got delivered with Jesus because the Lord gave them the message that if you have faith in his preaching and that message, because that message is true and universally true when the Lord releases it. Didn't release it through Moses. Released it through Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why they get salvation. And this is being released in our line here. Deliverance is here in this Sangha. People are already getting delivered. This should give great faith to people. People that see, they don't know what deliverance is. Yeah. There are millions of devotees who don't know what deliverance is. Deliverance is what's going on here. And it could be for millions, can be delivered. If they understand that this is truth, and that's not, because they're not teaching the confidential truth. Confidential truth is deliverance is here. Devotion is here. Devotees with the upsurge of bhakti is here. See? Now when you do the austerity of even chanting, it becomes easy. I just pick up this book and relish these words, and Lalita does too, and others also. There you go. You completed the sacrifice. That's all the Lord is saying. Oh boy, you've served me perfectly. Teach that to the world. How to serve me perfectly in the way that I feel really, ultimately, perfectly satisfied. That's what we're teaching. That kind of satisfaction that nobody knows, that these big friggin' gurus don't know. And because they're not very big, not in the eyes of my lore. Big is teach the essence of truth and deliver people. Why should the Lord take the trouble to come here? If it doesn't come into this point. All that work of coming here and having to go through different things, or as devotees coming here, taking these bodies. The whole point is delivering souls, right? And also tasting this bhakti, because it's very wonderful. That's why only the tasters get the power, man, to do something significant. Yeah. Go ahead there.
Sri Chaitanya, the Vaishnavas were fully detached from material pleasures. Being immersed in love of Krishna. Hence, they found no interest in any topics other than Krishna consciousness.
That's it, man. I mean, when you're absorbed in ecstatic love, you're not interested in material pleasures. But maybe, when you're not always in that, then you got to eat. You get hungry, you eat. It's just insignificant. It's not like a big. Let's see, what am I going to eat tonight? And what am I going to eat tomorrow? Let's schedule. People live like that. They live for eating. They live, there's always on their mind something material. Oh, I got this appointment. I got to go and meet this mundane person. What good is that? If you're going to have appointments, and make it an appointment to come to Sadhu Sangha. Now you're going to get the Lord's interest. Oh, this person's making an appointment to meet me. Because I only appear at Sadhu Sangha with my ecstatic devotees, because I don't recognize anybody else. You think he's recognizing any of these? That's why it's so empty. It's like the temple's not lit up yet. There's no real light there. You think it's all this artificial lights? No, the light is the Lord himself, self-effulgent. That's what, Prabhupada said, the real Acharya is self-effulgent from within. You can see there's life there. Energy, truth, ecstasy, bliss. See? Some fire. Otherwise, it's not lit. I tell you, you get hooked on this. That's why you come here for a while, you get hooked. You see, like even I think Cole said, because he drifts away sometimes and gets into, we get a Christian thing. I got baptized again. Oh, big deal. Baptized with the water. They threw water on me. See, he even said, my bhakti gets weak when I don't listen. Yeah, that's right. That's a good lesson. You start to think these lesser things are more important. That's a big lessening. I got baptized, water thrown on me. So what? Water's thrown on you. It's like going to now you're back to the temple, going to they threw water. I'm purified. Or come get the blessing. Come to my guru, get the blessing. Yeah, what blessing will I give? Oh, I don't know. You just get a blessing.
Yeah, the mercy.
Bless you, my son. Oh, I got the blessing. What blessing you get? Nobody friggin' knows. You come here, you'll know stuff. You'll understand things. You'll know what the hell you're doing.
It brings,
Go ahead, Tom.
It brings a kind of relief when they give to you this abhishek water or something. It gives a kind of appreciation, but you are saying it's superficial. It's not doing the job.
Well, what are you saying?
Feel something?
What are you saying? Is it superficial, or what is it to you? Do you feel like?
Yeah, you are clarifying for me that it gives a kind of taste, of a kind of relief, a kind of appreciation, but it's not the real thing. It's not the real substance. Yes, I think they are offering something superficial, and here the real substance is on the shelf.
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, this is internal bhakti, not external bhakti. External is you just in the sacrifice is not complete that way. I told you, when you're complete the sacrifice, your eyes become the conch holder for the holy water that the Lord is looking for. See, you wash the feet of the Lord with your tears when you chant the holy name in ecstasy, and the tears come down. See, this is the truth. This is without the coverings. We uncover the deity. What I just told you here is how you wash the feet of the Lord, how the Lord wants his feet washed, where you feel the pleasure of God. You see, washing the pastimes in the name of the Lord with your eyes of tears of love. You realize, this is God. He is his name, is no difference. And I know because the upsurge, the feeling of Radha, of devotion, has revealed this to me. Otherwise, you're not complete. You got gurus who can't complete the sacrifice. So therefore, how can you complete the sacrifice? See? You come here, you'll very quickly come to the point of being able to complete the highest sacrifice to the Lord, which is this, which he came to show himself. Hare Krishna, tears coming to his eyes, laughter. There we go. That's what he showed, demonstrated, was very committed to it. See, notice every day we're committed to that. All I'm doing now is glorifying that truth to make it solid, So you realize, that's because nobody knows what. See, all this stuff that I'm saying here comes from completing the sacrifice again and again and again. You get more and more real Vedanta from that kind of bhakti. Become more and more clear.
Yeah, you can only speak about relief if you really feel relieved. I never felt anything with those rituals.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people waiting for this. That's all there. It's like a default, this is not available to them. So therefore they want Krishna. They know inside that there's, I do want Krishna, but they keep, they're there. That's all that's being offered is this. So like I spent 5 years, nobody could teach me what you're learning here. Nobody had it even in their minds. They were all incomplete in the sacrifice, therefore they couldn't do it. I had completed the sacrifice the first day, but I had no role model. No people saying, hey man, you completed the sacrifice. Just keep doing that. I didn't need to go and follow all that stuff and go work 12 friggin' hours a day to collect money then that they would just run off with. What kind of Christian saying? You see all the friggin' work you did. You didn't even need to do it. All you would have did is need one person tell you, "Hey, man, very good." Just like Lord Chaitanya completed the sacrifice, and everybody said he's crazy. He's crazy. They did the same friggin' thing to me. You're crazy, crazy, crazy. Saying to the Lord Chaitanya, you're crazy, crazy, crazy. And then Srivas said, "No, you completed the sacrifice. That's great." Chanting, keep on doing that. Oh, I wish I had that ecstasy. He found one role model. This is. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, so when we go there, we become distracted by false role models, yes? And our faith is there, our focus is there, and now we have to transfer this faith, this focus, yes? Mm-hmm. And it's not an easy job, and the association with people who have set their priorities right, and they are an example. They are the real role models. But it's not easy. Yes, but whoa.
Not easy yet, but it will be easy. It's all only thing you're fighting with is all that's being scattered. Once
Yeah,
you're in focus, it's very easy. These is so
there are these
simple.
patterns. You should pay obeisances to this, and you should focus on the false role model, and so they kind of programmed you to do it that way. There are these forced habits, the forced traditions, and you kind of became a robot in that.
Well, that's the teaching. You want to stay a robot? Keep doing that. If you want to become real and alive, you want life in you, then come here and hear and hear, and your faith will come by hearing, because you hear something with life, and after a while you develop faith in this preaching, faith in this message, and the result comes. The result is the upsurge of devotion, and you're free, set free forever. No more birth and death for you guys. That's why I say, why wouldn't you get behind this message? We're delivering people out of illusion forever. Otherwise, you don't get this bhakti, this upsurge. You can take another birth until you do get it. That's what the body is for, is to be a temple. If you don't activate the temple, how are you going to activate it without a body? So that's why even the demigods, they take birth here so they can make spiritual progress. This is the place. This is the in-between place. If you go to hell, you can't do this. It's very hard to develop this bhakti unless you have a Prahlad down there.
So the demigods, they also come here to transfer their faith.
Everybody, you got to be clear. Like if you're in hell, you're listening to hellish people, you believe in them, they're all lying to you in hell. Just like hell has come up now. Hell is in vogue. Hell is, let's listen to them. They're all hellish people. My God. You believe in it? Your doctors are hell. You guys, wake up, man. Get friggin' Telegram. Let me show you. If you don't do that, you're going to be bewildered by these fuckers out there. I got all this information too. Get Telegram, please. You need it. Otherwise, you're not going to live. You're going to be bewildered by these bullshitters. They do a good job of bullshitting, and it's all out there. But man, those who know, when you find out what they know, there's one lady, she's a whistleblower, man. She's a nurse. Oh my God, all these people getting this are going to the friggin' hospital. It's not what they tell you. The unvaxxed or the super spreaders are the ones getting that. Listen to the real people telling you, not these talking friggin' heads. You want to live, you got to hear this information. Otherwise, you're nothing but all that other information out there. Your doctors telling you this. Doctors, she's telling you the doctors, they can't say, they're afraid and all kinds of stuff. They know. And they tell you the opposite. They're doing. See, you serve liars and cheaters and hypocrites, you become their servant. And you do that, even though you might be a good person, but you become their servant. Anyway, it's good to know these things. If you don't hear this other side, the alternative side, the mainstream is like a flowing river, and physically I need to hear. It's really good for me. Otherwise, I'm listening to all this stuff all the time that goes in. You need to get, make proper understanding decisions physically for our physical life. Need a certain amount of that.
Sometimes we still have this habit, and we unconsciously keep on going, feeding this false dog and feeding this false, serving this false direction.
Yeah.
We have to the path has to be clarified. The priorities have to become more clear.
Yeah, and that's that's sadhu sangha. That's why the whole thing that we meet together every day, it gets more and more clear. More and more clear. So anyway, try, everybody who listens to this, try and get Telegram. And I have a thing up there, just connect, learn how to, don't say, I don't want to hear this stuff. Anybody lazy, well, I don't know how to do it. Go on YouTube and you can get any video to learn how to do anything. We have this thing. So at least you can do to learn how to do Telegram and everything. Anything you need to learn is up there on YouTube. Yeah, and I have a thing called New World Order, and you just learn about the different things that they're having programmed, and it'll help you sidestep a lot of stuff that people didn't do here. Because you believe in these friggin' doctors who are in fear, or they're bribed, or they're just out to lunch. You think all doctors are doctors, just. I have some good doctor things. These guys are more into health stuff and natural things, and you can sidestep a lot of stuff. I'll put some of that information up there. These guys are really, really good. Got some good information on different things. Yeah, you got to go for the alternatives, because these guys, I never cared about this because I never really took medicines or anything. But now I see, boy, this big pharma, they've been poisoning people with their drugs.
Yeah.
They give you something to rectify something, but it does something else. And it's just the Asuras. Prabhupada was right. These Asuras are managing the world. They're devious. They're always tricking and lying, and in our school systems, brainwashing the kids. This is the Kali Yuga, man. It's really advanced. It's really more than we were thinking. Okay, go ahead, Lolita.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Is it called the New World Order or New World Order?
I think it's, well, you got to get connected with my Telegram or something. And then
I have that.
Oh, you did? Well, let me look here.
There are two names, New World Order, and the other one is the New World Order.
Really? Oh, let's see. Let me look here. Telegram. I have it on my computer too now. New World Order.
833 subscribers.
No. It's on my thing. It's on my channel.
Okay, then I have to look again.
Yeah, you just gotta. Yeah. It's sometimes it's a little bit. Yeah, you got to go to like my channel and connect with me. I don't know if you're connected. Yeah, here you are, Tom. Yeah, it says new. I have a thing called New World Order. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's good to keep so we can stay alive, while we're, so we keep Sadhu Sangha going as long as we can, Yeah, New World Order news.
Yeah.
I just put one up. This
2 times N.
Yeah. I just put this one up with this nurse, she's a whistleblower, and very good information about stuff about this, because she worked in the hospitals, and she says, yeah, these people getting that thing are coming in, most of them. And, the thing is, a lot of them don't know that it's that, even though it's so weird, people kind of brainwashes. They get it and they come in, they say, well, I don't know, we're going through all this stuff, and they can't put 2 and 2 together. The nurse had to do it. She says, well, you just don't don't. And they, even after the first one, and she tells them, don't do the second, man. Some people, they have, a conscience. But some, St. Paul called it, their conscience is seared. See, seared, like they're seared off from their conscious, and they don't know, it's not active. That's what psychopath, that's the thing. You believe in psychopaths, you become like them. A lot of these doctors, and, even they're selling out and stuff. Can you imagine? They got no conscience. See? So anyway, that's that level. I mean, people's growth sometimes is just to have a conscience and do good things, be good. Yeah. But they see the level this is a level of truth that, this finishes the whole thing. They just transcend it. This may be the only way for everybody. You have to really transcend this whole thing. It's so bad now in Kali Yuga. Even Lord Chaitanya said there's no other way other than chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name. And really meant that in association with his devotees. When, otherwise nobody will do it. You see how the Christians or Vaishnavas who don't have this upsurge, how they just fall by the wayside with this stuff. It's not strong enough to overcome the influences of Kali. These are the ones they talk about in the end times, that people, those who will be saved, you got to have this awakening. See? So that's why the devotees who have it, they're preaching. Come on, get the Holy Spirit, get this devotion. Otherwise, you're going to fall by the wayside. Vaidhi is not strong enough. That's why Prabhupada says, my full approval, this stuff. See, this is where it should go. You Prabhupada disciples or grand disciples or whoever you're following, this is the order of Prabhupada. This is the real will of Prabhupada now, is get this up, come into this association, get the upsurge and transfer that to others so that they can also be liberated. See? Otherwise, you're all falling by the wayside out there. Okay, yeah. Hey, let's chant a little bit here. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Keep your mics open and chant. This is chant,
Okay.
Japa.
Okay.
We'll go take a leak. Stretch a little bit.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
We only got 5 people here. What happened?
Hare Krishna, Hare
Probably scared them away. Such a
Hare Krishna. No, how can you scare them away? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama. Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama. Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama,
Rama,
Rama.
Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna. Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama.
Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare, Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
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 Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare 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 Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hari
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Rama
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 Hari
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
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 Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama
Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama
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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna
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 Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama.
Rama.
Rama
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 Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Hare
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 Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama. I'm gonna go take a little nap. I got up a little bit early again this morning. So, all right, guys. So, thank you very much for coming, and yeah, maybe
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
yeah. So we'll see in a little bit. I'll probably go on a little early again. I just feel like I need a little nap or something. Rest up a little bit. I've been jumping up and down, screaming, yelling. Roaring. Okay. All right. So see you in a little bit. Hare Krishna.
Have a nice rest, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.